for you.
Hello, everyone. It's AndryBear.
Hello, that's MaxiBull, and today is 4th of December.
Yeah, we haven't really recorded videos for some time because the market really interesting right now. And today we decided to share our views as usual, bear view and bullish view. So let me share my ideas about the bearish view. Okay, I've done it.
Okay, done. Okay, cool.
So what we have here, wait a second. So what we have here, again, SP 500 index. And what I would like technically, so right now look at the technical view. So right now what we have a 50 days moving average, and the market trying to jump out of the 50 days moving average. It's very persistent jumping. Here's a huge inflow of the money into the funds and trying, despite of a very aggressive selling. If you remember the last time, we had this similar situation here. So the see the market aggressively jumped out of the 50 days moving average and collapsed, tested from the opposite side and moved here. So this situation slightly different. And what I would like to stress here, so this is a long supported line. So that line was just for a long time, almost a half a year, even a year, supported the trend, and eventually was broken. And after the gap was closed, and the market touched it again from the bottom. So if we go to 1 hour chart, we have a similar situation. So it wasn't really as long, but also was supported line. And here, about 4,700 is this really strong resistance. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attempts failed. And eventually market collapsed and made a huge gap here. And this gap, the supported line crossing. The similar situation what we had in October. So you see there's another gap. So there is a very strong, it's the sales, and traditionally, so let's look at inflow of the money. So eventually the bears at the end of this week is really tired. You know, that's all the times. It's not really a huge progress. For example, yesterday we had almost of the beginning of the correction, and it's failed. Friday because of Omicron. Why it's everyone what's there on the market worrying about Omicron? I can tell you, explain why. Again, it's not really 100% confirmed this kind of a view. It's not confirmed, but having lots of facts supporting this version. The version is about why it's so different. First of all, the Omicron, there is coronavirus, and AIDS or HIV virus, well known. It's also this coronavirus. The HIV virus. This is a very important key. So he's staying in your body and can be for a long period of time with no symptoms, but he's destroying your body inside. But COVID is affecting straight away. So what's really happened in Africa, where there's lots of HIV viruses, the two viruses to join the company. So the Omicron actually, they became like the HIV, but we're spreading by the air without sexual contact. And as a result, it's this kind of information. It's not really confirmed, but it's leaked. It's leaked. You can't find on the internet. It's just leaked from kind of some sources. So if it will be confirmed, it means we have on the planet HIV, but yeah, we have managed to make the vaccine. But the problem is, so the period when it's a person spreading virus with no symptoms can be up to few years. And it's during a few years will be no symptoms, but it's the body is just it's dying and dying inside. So that's it could be happened with Omicron. So if it's Omicron, will be a hybrid between the HIV virus and the coronavirus together. This was a big story. And forget about Apple, forget about high tech, thinking about the pharmaceutical companies, because the pharmaceutical companies will make like trillions of dollars in comparison with Apple. So there's a potential for the pharmaceutical companies, but again, it's this kind of a view. It's not fully confirmed. And what we have right now, we have lots of money inflow and the market trying to jump out of the 50 days moving average. So what's my forecast? So see, even here two times they're trying to break it. So this line, so eventually we'll come to this level. So it's about 4,700 or 470 if it's SPY index. And it could be like news about the Omicron or the inflation, because the previously market reacted very negatively when Jerome Powell on this week mentioned, so regardless of the Omicron, will increase interest rates and inflation starts attacking the economy. Inflation already started attacking the economy. This it's dropped about the Jerome Powell comment. And what I think, so eventually this is power, because it's like a sprint. It's trying to like eventually like to jump up and materialize all efforts of the bulls to up to this level, and will be final test. And after the Friday, it's 11th of December, it's CPI, the new data, it's come on the market. So it's maybe from Thursday and Friday will go down. This is one scenario. Of course, nobody knows, but logically, if you look at the market, how this market reacting, what's the news on the market, and the situation, and how aggressively people selling started to sell. They're trying to do this week. They used any opportunity to sell, any high opportunity to sell. But because of a huge inflow of the money into the market, it's a market still stayed from collapsing. But it's gonna be like forever. And last but not least, the comment. So every trend is going like one leg, another leg, and the final leg. So this is the first leg. And it's eventually will come back again to the second, and the third one, huge, will be the crucial one. So this is my view. Unfortunately, there is no positive from my view. And at least we have to go and test the low in October. So the back to now it's the back to max.
Yes, I will show you something which is also interesting. So the idea is that even if these guys are going down back to October level, there's some positive news that there is some tension on the way to testing of the lows. So I will show you on a chart.
Okay, let's see.
Yes, there is some tension. There is some tension here, because you see the moving average, 100 moving average, which is going to be tested, and 50 moving average also already tested and went a bit below. So, but you see the previous chart fully follows the 50 moving average until the October. 100 moving average blocked the October fall down, and now the same scenario may happen. I agree with you, Mr. Andy, but I think that it will not test the exact level of the October. It will play the same pattern in this side, but a bit above. So this is currently, from my perspective, this is currently a dip, and maybe we can go a bit further down, but not too much. And if you're going to buy, that's a good opportunity to do it, because after this dip will correct it, we'll go like this all the way up, and we will cover all the miss opportunities on the which we had the last 2 weeks with this Omicron, with this Jerome Powell's, with other events which happened during these 2 weeks. So I believe that somewhere maximum in the middle of next week, the price of SPY, so the major index, will go up, and by the end of December, we will have a Christmas rally. We will cover the previous all-time high and make a new all-time high. That's my positive forecast. Andy, do you have something to add?
Yes, I would like to show you something as well. So for this, actually supporting your idea.
Go for it.
Supporting your idea. So this is a put and call ratio. And here you see this all this mentality when it's the market reaching the top, there's no puts. And when the market reaching the bottom, there are lots of puts. And market reversing, going up, and all its puts, actually the hedge becoming useless. And now this situation, it's repeated the same. You see there is on the top, so there is no puts. And right now it looks like temporarily bottom, there are lots of puts. So the people actually hedging, then they're supposed to be used its opposite strategy. So it could be going up, and the puts that's level will drop down, and eventually after will be reversal. But people, scared. You see this, they purchased lots of puts. They purchased puts, hedge, options, even like beginner of the correction. But again, here, this is the opposite at the beginning of correction, where there's a trend on the started like 1 year ago. The people bought lots of puts right at the bottom again.
Andy, may I correct you a bit?
Yes.
So don't close this. I will show you. So in the March.
No, close it or not?
Not close. Don't close.
Okay.
But leave it. In the March. So all people who are looking at us may follow my what I'm going to say. So in the March in 2020, that was an event which happened suddenly. That was a coronavirus, right? So it affected all the economies. Everyone has got affected by it. It's like a new war. It's a pandemic. Now there's no such events. There's inflation. We heard about Omicron.
Interest rates. The interest rates are actually going up, and it's the whole market, because it's so heavily leveraged, can collapse. And because inflation, it might
be, but it's not the same level of stress as, say, coronavirus, when everything was blocked, everything even higher. Okay,
yeah, look at the 2000. Look at 2000. 2000, there is no coronavirus, but this bubble of a Nasdaq bubble burst.
That was .NET bubble.
Now it's everywhere bubbles. Property bubble, and
that.
Next,
Andy, that is you're right. There's already bubbles. The bubbles are everywhere. But Now, Omicron, everyone got tired of the coronavirus, right? 2 years, almost 2 years, we're living under stress. And now, even as some new variant, new Delta variant, Omicron variant, some other Alpha variant, that doesn't make a lot of sense. But, okay, yeah, we got stressed. We got that's shown on your chart, the latest race in the puts. But I believe, in my opinion, this puts is the highest level of puts. So we'll go down from that point.
You'll see there's a similar situation here. If you look, there's put lots of puts, was a little correction. People dropped the puts, and after the market plunged. It could be a similar situation. This is a first call. This is a first call, so people very worry about it. And very worry about it, very. So it could be like here. See, there's up puts after people drop the puts because it will be first the second leg up, and after will be the full swing down. So this similar situation could happen here. If we go back to SP 500, so this is just only the first leg. Will be again a second leg to close the gap, and after the third major leg. And if we'll come to here and drop this letter and the plunge below this level, the market will really collapse. So wherever
maybe if they go below this level, that will be absolutely drama. But now it's high. It's
okay,
very far from this level.
Of course. That's a MaxiBull. It's this similar story like here. People, fight it, and it's a line broken and supported line, and it comes back again. So look, these are lots and the gap. So here there's a big gap, and the similar situation. So this is very it's good similarity, and you should think about the same story. So this could happen. See, there is a big, huge gap. It wasn't closed. So when we close this gap, we'll test this line, and we'll test this line about for this forecasting about Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday. So this is actually, it will be tested again. And if it will be a retracement from this line, again, the people now it's so scared about inflation, about it. Actually, there are lots of bubbles, the economy slowed down. It's not nothing, everything already played out. And that's what can drive the market higher. The market actually is a function, actually huge inflow. So only if you compare this one, SPY, it's like instrument for investment with index or like spot index or futures. The most of it now it's the traders who is actually trading, intraday traders. Now it's very crazy. They're very crazy and there's a high volume, but the volume of institutional investors already it's receding. And if it's compare, not here, but if you compare this with futures volume of the futures, day volume of the futures with the day volume of the SPDR, for example, that's with this stock. So this.
Okay, Andy. I believe that only time can show us who is right.
Yeah, next week, exactly. The next week, but
next week, exactly.
The show started.
Absolutely. I bought a popcorn. Did you?
Okay, yes, I will too. Yeah, the next week definitely. But I really agree with you. So because there's a lots of jumps, eventually this spring should it's eventually move the market up, because the bears already a bit tired. They bit tired. They couldn't really. So there is a move down, and there is a new local bottom here, almost the same level, and it's retraced up. So this was move up again, and it's actually returned the same level. So it looks like there's no progress. There's no progress, and here you see the same situation is repeated. So it's up from the same level, up, down to new level, up the same level, up the same level. It can be up again and down to the new level as well. Next week, nobody knows. But I expect, because of a high volume, and the volume really increased, you see there is a huge volume. I expect, so this all worried traders already sold the S. So this all traders sold, and now we need a kind of a, like that's the new bulls, it's new food for the market. So we'll jump up, will be new food, new money, and eventually if it's market turned to south, that will be a real popcorn show. Nobody knows. Who knows where the market going? But again, if it's will trying to test this level and it fail to break it, forget about high points. Will be a Christmas rally opposite way.
Opposite Christmas rally. Okay. So
this is all for today from us, from AndryBear and MaxiBull.
Yeah. So that let's see how the market will go up and up upcoming weeks, from my perspective, which is maybe unpleasant to Andy. not unpleasant. Okay, and we'll be happy to see you next
we will
week.
see who will get the Christmas present from the market, bears or bulls.
Yeah. So we'll be happy to see you all next week, and bye for now.
Yeah, don't forget it's our channel's alive, so it will be a lot more the interesting videos, and we're thinking about the kind of a product which helps the beginner traders to make a right decision and trade successfully. So let's keep watched our channel. All the best. It was AndryBear.
Bye from MaxiBull.
Bye.